we are expecting some breakthrough news and updates on Vertical Aerospace on their earnings call Tuesday pre-market. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs. And as already mentioned, we'll be covering Vertical Aerospace's earnings call on Tuesday pre-market in the morning show. There'll be a live build up to it and then we'll cover the actual call. What you can see in the video below is their first CTOL, which means conventional takeoff and landing flight. Funny enough, Vertical Aerospace managed to beat Archer, who are the market leader and who boast with a $2 billion balance sheet. Look at that, pretty much regional British company who managed so far to achieve the same as Archer Aviation, pretty much before them as well. So what are we looking at and what we can expect on the call? Vertical Aerospace, a quiet force with a lot to prove. Vertical Aerospace is a United Kingdom's leading eVTOL manufacturer and one of the few serious European contenders in the advanced air mobility space. In recent months, the company has been through a lot. They raised $90 million through a share offering, extending its runway to 2026. They continued regular piloted test flights, including airport-to-airport mission, first in the world, airport-to-airport in the civil aerospace. And they also prepared for the rollout of a second piloted VX4 aircraft and its upcoming certification platform. This second quarter earnings call is an important checkpoint to measure their financial position, technical progress, and long-term strategy. Those who follow us regularly, you know that we focus a lot on Vertical Aerospace. We see massive upside and massive potential in them. They are not trying to take on the market-leading companies. They are not trying to take on Archer Aviation and Joby. Yet, they still can keep up with them for the fraction of their operational cost. The VX4, a fractional cost, market-leading design. Vertical's VX4 might be the best performing eVTOL aircraft currently in development, having achieved piloted CTOL, conventional takeoff and landing flights, and repeated test missions, as you can see in the video here, all at a fraction of the cost of the United States competitors like Archer and Joby. Their ability to hit milestones with less than 10% of their peers' budget is unmatched. For the deepest dive on the VX4 design, performance and test program, look no further than our exclusive interview, the most comprehensive and detailed conversation about this aircraft available anywhere in the media space today. You know, I'm talking to people from the industry, from media, I'm talking to my colleagues, and I actually heard from two colleagues independently that this is believed to be the most comprehensive and complex interview in the amount of information you can get about the aircraft. And I'll give you a little teaser here.
Have, say, mountains or bodies of water in the way. But a pure battery-powered aircraft is always going to be limited. When you bring in a hybrid option, suddenly we can fly up to 1,000 miles, or we can take bigger payloads up to 1-ton payload. So that then starts to open up not just a civil use case, where actually we think this aircraft looks really compelling against some of the intermediate single light twin helicopters, but also it starts to open up defense military.
How about that? I definitely want to invite you to check on this interview. The link will be, when we finish the video, the link will be here to the very interview, and also it's linked below the video. It's our very exclusive content. I've met up with Vertical Aerospace, and Vertical Aerospace, we have great relation with Vertical, and I met up with them on the Royal International Air Tattoo, the biggest British air show. It's also why and where and when they achieved their first ever worldwide airport-to-airport flight of an eVTOL in the civil public airspace. Not Joby, not Archer, but Vertical Aerospace. So definitely go and check out the interview before the earnings call. All important information for the earnings call is hidden in there. Hybrid power, safety, and smart passenger configuration. And I'll give away a bit from the interview here now. Vertical isn't just building an eVTOL. They are building a highly versatile aircraft platform. Their hybrid electric power unit, currently under development, promises up to 1,000 miles of range. You just heard that in that little snippet from the interview. Opening new markets in defense, cargo, and emergency operations. So currently, we are operating in the region of 100, maybe 150 miles range. Now, we can be easily a tenfold. You can let your imagination work and figure out how this can be beneficial to whatever application you can think of. Vertical Aerospace also boasts with safety. They claim themselves they are safety obsessed because they already had an accident on their unpiloted testing aircraft on their first prototype, and I think that's probably what triggered it. And now Vertical are targeting 10 to minus 9 failure probability, which means it's on par with the commercial airliners, it's on par with Airbus, and it means we are expecting no more than one critical failure across 9 billion flight hours. You can't get any higher. That's the highest standard you can get. Passenger configuration. Also, unlike many competitors, Vertical accounts for 4 passengers plus luggage. Again, this information is elaborated in the interview. Definitely go and check it out. Link is here below. And when you finish the video, it will be, the little tab will be in here. More information in the interview. And also we have, this is the first configuration. This is like London taxi configuration. So we have two seats at the front, 2 seats at the back, sitting front to front. We have also lighter setup for 6 passengers, which is like a bus, little bus configuration. You have 2 seats, 2 seats, and 2 seats, one row after the other. So definitely check out the interview. All important information is in there. It tells you how many onboard pieces of luggage that the aircraft can take. Archer, don't tell you this. Joby, don't tell you this. These are critical differentiators that competitors have overlooked. The downsides. Why the call matters. Because we are always bringing you honest and unbiased opinions and views. So here we are to give you the good and the bad and the ugly as well. So the downsides. Vertical's biggest challenges are tied to its timeline and market sentiment. Their certification target is 2028, and they are targeting the CAA, which is a Civil Aviation Authority. It's the equivalent of the FAA, but this is the British one, and the European as well. Why are we targeting this so late? Because that goes in hand with the lower operational costs. However, once they achieve this, the CAA and EASA certification is transferable and applicable worldwide. So you don't have to go through a new round of certification approval. Whilst Joby and Archer and other American companies, once they achieve their FAA certification, they still have to go through CAA and EASA. Dilution overhang. Along with the $90 million recent fundraiser, Vertical have shelved $200 million registration for dilution or for share offering. And also we can expect Modric Capital, who are the majority owner, to exercise their warrants as well. There are 2 warrant tranches. However, this is not a massive amount of the float. Yet, we know what the reaction is. The reaction is always harsh. And also, the founder, Stephen Fitzpatrick, the former CEO, has got some structured monthly offloading. While controlled, it still affects retail sentiment. I couldn't find any more information on this. However, we are keeping our eye on this closely. Once we know more, we'll definitely bring you the information. It's structured offload. It's not like he would have dumped his whole position at once. So there must be a reason beyond that. Despite these hurdles, Vertical's fundamentals are strengthening. They aren't trying to outspend the market leaders. They are proving they can deliver an equal or better product at a lower cost with higher safety standards and possibly even better performance. So there we are. You can see the aircraft. You can see the aircraft flying. We hopefully will bring you our own footage of the aircraft very soon as well. However, before we do, join us for the earnings call Tuesday pre-market. I tell you what, there's a lot to look out for. So here is the interview. Definitely, it's mandatory to check it out before the earnings call. It will give you some clues and clues and ideas of what we can expect in the earnings call. And it might be very positive in terms of reaction. So again, check this interview out. Here is the link, and here is the link to the main event. I will see you Tuesday morning. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves and each other.